Next, electron affinity is measured in. So electron affinity will have units of this calories, joules. So answer is both B and C. So answer is D. Electronegativity do not have any units, but electron affinity and ionization energy will have units. Next, among chalcogens, electron affinity is highest for. So chalcogens means oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium. And in this sulfur will have highest electron affinity and the oxygen will have the least electron affinity. So in the question he is asking highest. So highest is answer is B. And in the complete periodic table, most electron affinity element is chlorine. It is Cl most. Next, configuration that shows highest energy released when an electron is added. Energy released means electron affinity. So mostly halogens will have more electron affinity. So this is 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. So if you count the number of electrons, you will know the element. So this is 7. 7 means nitrogen, and this is 8 means oxygen, and this is fluorine, and this is neon. So among this, generally fluorine will have most electron affinity. So answer is C. Next, when an element is added, energy is absorbed in which of the following? Generally, when electron is added, energy is released. So here what is happening when an electron is added, energy is absorbed. So when energy is absorbed means it is not ready to take the electron. So among this, any element with half filled or completely filled configuration will not readily take electrons. So in this, see this nitrogen 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. So 2p3 means half filled. On the p orbital, only 3 electrons are half filled. So answer is B. So answer is nitrogen. Ionization energy F minus is equal in magnitude with the electron affinity of. So electron affinity means addition of electrons, and this will be equal to fluorine. So answer is B. Next, which of the following is the correct order of electron affinity? So these are all halogens. In the halogens, the chlorine will have more electron affinity. So this is second option is also wrong. C is also wrong. So answer is D. So chlorine will have highest electron affinity, then fluorine, bromine, and iodine. Which of the following process maximum energy is released? So energy is released means only by adding one electron. If you add one electron, then energy is released. And here the probability is A and C. Why means in both these cases, electron affinity 1 is taking place. So energy is released means electron affinity 1 only. Electron affinity 2 means energy is absorbed. So answer may be oxygen and sulfur. And oxygen among oxygen and sulfur. See the second question. Among chalcogens means oxygen and sulfur, highest electron affinity is present for the sulfur. So this will only give more energy. So here the answer is C. Next, in a period from left to right, electron affinity. Electron affinity generally decreases in a period, increases in a period and decreases in a group. So answer is left to right, electron affinity increases. So it is A. It's the property of an element that cannot be determined directly but can be obtained indirectly from Born-Haber cycle is. The property of an element that cannot be determined directly but can be determined indirectly is nothing but it is electron affinity. Which of the following factor affect the electron affinity? Nuclear charge, configuration, atomic size. All the above. So option is D. That's all for the day. Thank you. So in the first question, between HF, HCl, HBr, HI, HF has the highest ionic character because generally ionic bonds and covalent bonds can be differentiated by taking the difference of their electronegativities. So if you see the electronegativity, it is very, if it is more than 1.7, the electronegative difference between two elements, then it is said to be more ionic. So in this, fluorine has highest electron affinity is not the reason. In HF, electronegativity difference is high. Yes, this is there is a possibility. Second option. F minus has the highest value of ionic radius. No? Atomic orbitals of hydrogen and fluorine have a similar energy. So here answer is B. Option is B. So between hydrogen and fluorine, the electronegative difference is 1.7. So I am writing this point. Electronegative difference is more than 1.7. 1.7. Then it is a ionic bond, or it will have a ionic character. Next, second option. On going from left to right in a period, in the periodic table, the electronegativity of the element. So from left to right, the electronegativity increases. So option A. So in a group from top to bottom, electronegativity decreases, and in a period from left to right, electronegativity increases. So answer is first option, it is increases. Next, third question is on Pauling scale, which of the following does not have electronegativity greater than 3? Does not have, okay. So electronegativity of oxygen is 3.5, and nitrogen is nearly 3, and chlorine is also nearly 3, but bromine is less than 3. So answer is D. So option D is the answer. It is nearly some 2.5 or 2.8. Next, which of the following represents the electronic configuration of the most electropositive element? Most electropositive element is cesium. So in this cesium configuration is B. So this is cesium. So answer is B. An atom with highest electronegativity has highest electronegativity, uh, size is small, high ionization energy. Okay, this is correct. Low electron affinity not. Low ionization potential also wrong. So answer is B. So high electronegativity means it will also have high ionization potential. Two elements whose electronegativity are 1.2 and 3.0 and the bond formed between them will be. So the first question itself I gave this point. If the electronegative difference is this more than 1.7, it is ionic. If it is less than 1.7, then it is covalent. So you can measure this. So 3.0 minus he gave 1.2. So it is how much? 1.8. So 1.8. So more than 1.7. So it is said to be ionic. So answer is A. Next, which factor affecting electronegativity among the following? Electronegativity is not depending on these melting points, boiling points, and atomic mass. It depends only on screening effect. Answer is B. Which element has the highest electronegativity? Okay. So highest negativity element in the periodic table is fluorine. Its electronegativity is 4.0. And remember, electronegativity has no units. Next, which element has the highest electronegativity? So in this, fluorine is not given. You have to see these elements. So he gave carbon. So after carbon, we get nitrogen, and then we have oxygen. And below oxygen, we have this sulfur. And magnesium means it is present here, magnesium. So there is a no chance of magnesium. And top to bottom electronegativity decreases. So this is also not the answer. Left to right electronegativity increases. So carbon is also not. So answer is oxygen. So you can see group and period. That's all. So answer is C. Keeping in view the periodic law and the periodic table, suggesting which of the following elements should have the maximum electronegative character. Same thing you can see in group or period. So these elements are, first let us write the element phosphorus and arsenic. Okay. Okay, they are all fifth group elements. So nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, bismuth. So they all belongs to same group, fifth group. So from top to bottom, electronegativity decreases. So he did not give nitrogen, he gave from phosphorus. So here phosphorus is given, arsenic, bismuth, and antimony is given. So among these top to bottom, electronegativity decreases. So most electronegative element is phosphorus. So most electronegative is phosphorus. So answer is A. Next, let us do some objectives on oxidation numbers. Maximum oxidation state placid is exhibited by. Generally, the highest oxidation state, that is placid, is exhibited by the elements osmium and ruthenium. So answer is B. So here this osmium and ruthenium, they belongs to 8B, and they are present below iron. Iron, ruthenium, and osmium. These two form tetraoxides with the formula RuO4, and this is osmium O4. So in these two examples, they show placid oxidation state. So answer is B. Next, an element with electronic configuration 2, 8, 18, 1 will exhibit the following stable oxidation state. Okay. First, let us count the electrons. So it is 8 plus 2, 10, 28, 29. So 29. So 29 means it is argon 4s2. This is up to 20. And we have a 3d9. Actually, this is not 4s2 3d1. This is copper. So for the copper, this is expected, but the configuration of copper is argon 4s1 3d10. So always the electrons we can remove easily from the fourth orbit. Why? Means this is the outermost orbit and this is penultimate. So first we can remove this electron. So the oxidation state which is expected is it is mostly +1, +1, and in some cases also it shows +2. Copper can exhibit both +1 and also +2. You will get both. So answer is B. The stable oxidation state of thallium, a 3A group element is. So actually, from top to bottom, generally 3A group elements are boron, aluminium, gallium, indium, and thallium. So they are 3A group. So their oxidation state is +3. But thallium is more stable in +1 than thallium +3. So it is more stable in +1. Why means in thallium there is a concept called as inert pair effect. So due to this inert pair effect, the thallium will show stable +1 oxidation state than the +3. Remaining all will have +3 only. So the answer is it is +3. So this is B. Next, X is an element which belongs to fifth A group and third period. The oxidation state of element, and he is also asking what is that element. Okay. So for this we have to take the help of periodic table. Fifth A group elements. So fifth A group elements are nothing but they starts with nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, bismuth, and this belongs to second period and this belongs to third period. So in the question he is asking third period. So third period element is phosphorus, and phosphorus belongs to fifth A group. So it is belonging to fifth A group. The maximum oxidation state can be +5. So answer is phosphorus and it is +5. So answer is A. The oxidation state of sulfur in H2S is. So H2S means sulfur we have to calculate. Hydrogen 2 into +1 plus X equal to 0. So this is +2 plus X equal to 0 and X is equal to -2. So answer is B. Next, number of valence electrons in argon is. So valence, this is octet configuration. All the noble gases will have octet configuration except helium. So valence electrons will be equal to 8. So answer is B. An element has 9 positive charges in its nucleus. Okay. Its common oxidation state is. An element has 9 positive charges in its nucleus. The common oxidation state is. So 9 positive charges means it is nothing but fluorine. Fluorine contains 9 electrons and 9 protons. Protons are positive charges, electrons are negative charges. So 9, this is nothing but fluorine. Fluorine will always exhibit -1 oxidation state. So answer is C. Oxidation number of an element is mostly equal to. So mostly equal to their group number. And remember, the oxidation number of any element will not be more than its group number or should not be more than its group number. Among the following compounds, oxygen has positive oxidation state. Actually, fluorine is the most electronegative element. And after fluorine, oxygen is the second most electronegative element. So, oxygen will form positive oxidation state only with O2F2 and OF2. Except these two examples, in all the cases, oxygen will be having minus negative oxidation state only. So, you can see the option. So, answer is OF2. So, if option in the option O2F2 is given, that is also right. So, answer is B. And except this, remaining all the cases, oxygen is minus only. Next, the oxidation state of nitrogen in Mg3N2 is. Magnesium is second A group. So, second A group elements will always show +2 oxidation state. Mg3N2 will always show negative +2 oxidation state. So, 3 magnesiums are there, 3 into +1, sorry, +2, and 2 nitrogens, 2x equal to 0. So, this becomes +3 plus 2x equal to 0, 1 or 3, 6. plus 6 plus 6 plus 2x equal to 0, and 2x will be equal to plus 6, and x will be equal to plus 3. Sorry, not plus 3, minus 3. Just a minute, will just remove this. So see this Mg3N2, magnesium 3 into plus 1, nitrogen we have to calculate 2x equal to 0, and this is plus 6 plus 2x equal to 0. If this plus 6 comes this side, it becomes minus 6. So x is equal to minus 3. So answer is option D.